Let's see, 1.4.1, this is a continuation of 1.4, just me cleaning up. I did add actually a fair amount of stuff. Maybe I should make this as an update, but you know, like version notation is very iffy, so yeah, we'll just leave it like this, I guess. So first thing you might notice is that there are now buttons on the side of the timeline. These are for selecting whole tracks. So we're gonna load a project. And before I show you these, I'd like to show you something else, is that you can select multiple representers. So I can select this one, and I also added an outline on the representer to show which ones are selected. And I can select this one, and this one, and this one, or I could even deselect those, or deselect all of them and just select that one. And then I can duplicate them with the aspects, and then I can do something else, which is add to their relative position instead of setting an absolute position with the time offset. And so now we're going to select that one and then deselect it, and then we're going to select a whole track using that. What? Yeah, it's kind of cray-cray, I know. And then when you have multiple selected, the aspects work for all of them. So like duplicating, I already showed you that. Duplicates all of them. And trimming clip only trims the first one that you selected. So I suggest selecting just one before you trim a clip, or else you might not know which one you're selecting. Although in the version before, I made it so that the file that you select for trimming, let's say it's this one, well, this one and this one and this one and this one and this one are just duplicates of this one, which means it's going to affect all of these when I trim it. And you know, actually, let's go ahead and trim it. I still have not been able to find a fix for this, so that's gonna keep bothering me until I can do it. But yeah, so it affects all of them. And then let's see, loading plugins. There's that weird glitch in the last video, so I fixed that. It was like opening more versions of itself. Wait, actually, I haven't tested. Okay, good. That's good, because I hadn't tested it yet. And then, you know, it's still exporting. And then mixing. I think before what would happen is it would just go and go and go and go and go and go and go until it's off the screen, and you kind of have to follow it. But now it kind of takes you on the journey with it. So when it gets to 25 seconds, you'll see that it's actually going to shift the screen along with all the representers on it. So it's going to shift, boop, and it's going to shift the timeline right there. And it's going to do the same for 30, and then 35. And technically, you can do stuff while it's mixing. Like, I could move those a little bit further. Oh, and you can also subtract from the relative position. It's gonna, so yeah, like scrolling on the timeline while it's doing that is kind of useless, because it's just gonna take you back to there. I tried doing a little thing where it would, if you had touched the scroll wheel, then it wouldn't do that anymore. That kind of failed. I'm still going to try and do that, but in a different way. So anyways, like I was saying, while it's mixed, you can do stuff with these, like move them in different tracks, but it doesn't actually affect the mixing because it's already been mixed. It's just playing it with, and then adding a little line through it now. And I think that's all. Oh yeah, it also occurred to me that I never explained what this is. This is the recording delay, so you enter like 5 seconds there, and now it's not going to start recording until 5 seconds have passed. It also stops everything else, which is not really great, but yeah. So I don't really use that much, and I want to change that very much. But yeah, that's what we have right now. And I think that's everything from this. And so I think the next video should be a plugin that I'm excited about, but it might also be like some bug fixes or just stuff that I really need to add. Cool.